Timmy, you've been tracking some of the latest big sales from Goldin auctions, and we thought we'd review some of those to talk about the state of the marketplace, which evidently in basketball is horrific.
Depends on who you're asking, right?
Right.
Might be a good thing. I don't know. I don't know if anybody out there has scrolled through the Goldin auctions list periodically, but the lots are rather cumbersome and there's not a great way to do it. And so it's a little overwhelming, but there's a lot of just interesting sales data, I think, that doesn't get talked about enough.
Yeah.
You'll hear about those big sales, like a LeBron RPA, those will pop into the news and the Trouts, but there's some nuggets buried in these lists. Did you guys have anything specifically you wanted to touch on, just so I know later? Not specifically.
No, I think the list you came up with was great, and I'm prepared to talk about every one of them.
Yep. Perfect. Yeah, and obviously we're not going to cover all 130 cards or whatever it was in this lot. It just was too much. But there were a couple things that popped out to me. It is basketball season, right, Chad?
Calendar does agree with you, yes. With the exception of my patient who came in today and told me it was August 11th of 1922. In which case it'd be baseball. But otherwise it is basketball.
Nailed the year, right? Yeah.
Yep. Nailed it.
Jeez. It's not a good sign. Okay, so Anthony Edwards, Ant-Man. Sorry, let me get out of this one.
For those listening at home, Tim is running the board as we're virtual again this week due to the COVID spike, and Tim's doing what Tim does and talking anything but the show during the show.
I have Facebook up in the background. I've got these two buddies I have group chat with who just talk sports bets nonstop. So,
Ricky, I'm going to propose that you don't even edit that out.
No,
I'm going to give you a free pass. Don't edit it. That's perfect.
Yeah. I'll be that guy that had the messenger sound in the background.
Hey, what's the hot betting tip for our listeners?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get into this. What is it?
I quit. So. That's why I had to close the chat.
Is that an update on that fatal four-way you did last night?
No, that wasn't sports betting. It's fine. It was a Raz for crypto, if you have to know. So I'm taking it.
Get in it right now. Get in it. We'll come back to it in segment 2.
All these fly like every 5 minutes, so I definitely could. But all right, we are way off tangent.
Back to Anthony Edwards.
Focus. Anthony Edwards. Ant-Man. Debatable if he's really going to be worth these values, but what really caught my eye was a Prizm Gold rookie card of Anthony Edwards. How much do you ask that went for? Not 5 figures, ladies and gents. 6 figures. $180,000, baby.
Yeah. Hey, let me just point out the obvious. No auto, no hit, no game worn jock strap. Nothing. What number is he?
No idea.
He's number 1. I know because I looked it up.
Okay.
It's not even.
You're talking. Yeah.
It's not even a jersey 101. It's numbered 10 out of 10.
That's a good look.
Day 101.
You could. I also looked up the fact that you could buy multiple hot air balloons instead of buying this card if you wanted. You could also buy a Porsche instead of this card if you wanted. But no, some poor idiot has the Minnesota Timberwolves star player.
Well, debatable right now because Karl Anthony Towns is actually playing out of his mind. I mean, he's finally living up to his hype and his values from his rookie year.
I don't understand the price. I looked up some other Prizm Gold rookie cards of notable players who are more established.
Okay. How'd that go?
One in football, Christian McCaffrey, only $2,100, and that was an autograph.
That's the wrong sport, but I get what you're saying.
I've got 3 others. 2012 Prizm Gold, first year of Prizm. Klay Thompson, BGS 95, $42,000.
Wow.
2018 Luka Prizm Gold Signatures, $87,000.
Luka,
Signature. Huh? That's an auto, right?
Signature of his rookie year.
Yeah.
And this one blew me away as well. The 2020 NT Gold first off the line Anthony Edwards RPA, $57,000 just last month.
NT, you said, huh?
That was NT, and it just doesn't make sense to me. And according to Card Ladder, Anthony Edwards is down 8%. on his cards over the past month. So 180 seems way out of proportion.
How well, to be fair, he only bid 150, and then they tacked him with a $30,000 buyer's premium.
Buyer's premium.
Your privilege of buying it through gold.
Well,
I mean, built into that price are MVPs, NBA Finals appearances. Hell, even a winning season in Minnesota is tacked onto that price.
You could probably spend a night at Anthony Edwards' home if you just offered him $180,000. Steal some stuff. A towel or something. You'll be closer to him than this card will ever get you.
Yeah. Do you think he bought his own Ricky card?
The plot thickens.
He shilled it.
Check that. Yeah. But no, that just blew my mind. I mean, the modern hobby is getting out of control price-wise, and I just don't see that. I mean, you use the keyword established, Chad. Like established stars should command that kind of price.
I don't know. We're about to talk about another established star next, and it commanded nowhere near that price.
No, it didn't.
Truly, though.
Yeah.
Well, Jordan, he's okay, right?
What about this 1980 Topps box? Don't skip that one.
Okay, we won't skip that. That's fine. Okay. 1980 Topps basketball, the boxes. Yeah, we've talked about this card a couple times, the Bird rookie with Irving. The boxes themselves, quite valuable, sealed, 28.8 thousand, and $33,600. Two slightly different prices, but yeah.
And then you also have a note for a PSA 8. Is that the Bird card?
Uh-huh.
PSA 8.
Yeah, for the card you're chasing, I put that in there because I found it a little interesting that the box price was that high when the card you're chasing in the likely grade that you're going to get out of it is only $5,750.
It kind of reflects modern times, right? I mean, with modern boxes, we were talking about that pre-show with how highly priced boxes are.
Mm-hmm.
But Tim, you proposed on our sheet, would you rather have the box or the card?
Yeah, it's a valid question, right?
I'm going to tell you, I want the box for that price. Now, just a few weeks ago, a similar box sold for $31,000. So you're getting a little bit of a deal here at Goldin for $28,000. But the price of that Dr. J, Magic, and Bird in a PSA 9 is $24,000. So that's a pretty big jump. And if you're lucky enough and you hit a PSA 10, $800,000.
Okay.
That would be fun.
That would be fun. But PSA is not giving out a 10 at this point.
Yeah, I know. But the thought of that would still be very intriguing to me.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I understand that argument. However, this is how Chad views the life, like the glass half full. I'm half empty. Me, I'm thinking this is over 40 years old, stored in God knows what for God knows how long.
Yep.
No, I'll take the card. I'll take the Bird.
Sure thing.
Yeah, in the hand.
Bird in the hand. Exactly. Nobody laughed. That's fine.
Oh, I did.
This will happen to you on Zoom too.
Yep.
I'm trying to cut back this week. I was morally distressed after last week's episode. So you'll learn to live.
That is that we're building in the price of a theoretical PSA 10.
That's correct.
Unicorn out of that box. But Ricky raised a good point. Like these boxes are usually sitting in Grandpa's attic, Grandpa's basement, the outhouse in the back, or a storage locker that Chad bid on over the weekend.
Those are valuable, damn it.
Can you imagine if you found one of those boxes in a storage locker?
Oh.
Yeah.
Call up Logan Paul and sell it.
Man, he's taking a beating this week.
Yes, he is.
Okay, so we'll move on from the boxes to a fairly recognizable card as well, the 86 Fleer Jordan rookie card. I thought the PSA 9 sale prices recently were of note. They've come down, obviously, since earlier in 2021. But currently, 21,000 and 24,000 were the two sales in this Goldin auctions lot.
Compare that again to Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. I mean, that is laughable. Oh,
It is.
Yes and no, right? Because I get it. The gold's out of 10. The pop count on like these Jordans is, thousands. But yeah, it's the whole, greatest of all time versus second year, third year player now that no, rookie. Whatever.
That went well.
That
But
went really well. Yeah.
the Jordan prices, I think, are reasonable. They are down 25% over the last 3 months. They're starting to climb back up, though.
Yeah.
And Tim, you're going to own one of these again someday. You
Yeah,
put that in the notes. You will.
Too.
I'm sure of it. I think it's going to take something that you're not prepared to have happen for you to fall in this money. Whether one of your NFTs hit. We got to talk about our our Twitter. We'll talk about that later. Whether your NFTs hit or something will hit huge, and you're going to own these cards again. I have no doubt.
That's the goal. It's the main motivator for me, not screwing up this year. Man on a mission this year.
And I also am positive you will get another one of these cards, but you're going to get it through a Raz. I'm calling it right now.
I don't know about a 10 spotter for $2,100 a spot, but
You'll find a way.
It'll be a 100 spot mega for $210 a spot. How about that? That sounds reasonable. Been done before, baby. But yeah, we'll see. Well, how about this next card, Ricky? What would you do for this? The 89 score, number 257. Barry Sanders signed Ricky card. PSA 10, auto 10.
And this is more reasonable to me. PSA 10s across the board. It's a rookie. It's an auto for $4,000. Again, the buyer bid closer to $3,000 and then got to pay an extra $700.
Yeah.
I've actually been looking at some of these. There's a lot of, not the PSA 10s, but there's a lot of 9s out there, or that they'll simply grade the auto. And I've really looked hard at those. Those are pretty affordable cards, actually. God, I would love this card. It's his iconic rookie card. It's a must-have for any serious Barry Sanders collector.
How about the blue ink?
Oh,
I love it. Makes the jersey pop. I think he's got a blue shirt on. I don't have a picture of the card in front of me.
He does.
It looks really good.
He's got what I assume is a Lions blue jersey on. It does have the green border, but you're right. The blue ink really brings it home. And that's typically what I've seen on the auto. So, if you don't have $4,000 in your pocket and you're a big Barry Sanders fan, check out eBay because they do have a number of those variations that you can get your hands on.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty damn cool. But this to me is a much more reasonable price point for a card.
Yeah. For an iconic card too. I don't think you're going to regret spending $4,000 on that.
No. And again, auto, it's something that connects you to the player other than their photograph.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize that there were cards on Goldin's auction that were on the lower end of the upper tier of cards. Goldin, we haven't ever really talked about his auctions on our show, but I was pleasantly surprised to see something like that.
Yeah, it's surprising, right? Cost-wise, because you have the buyer's premium, you have their fees, so you would think that on average, the thing sent to them would be 5 figures, right? Like in my mind, that'd be the threshold.
Right.
But I don't know. People hate eBay.
It's something worth checking out. I mean, and they clearly have an issue with their marketing because none of us knew that we could even be allowed onto the website without spending fortunes for a card. But like Chad pointed out, there's some decently reasonable cards on there.
Yeah, definitely worth taking a look. That was fun browsing through those. And so still found a couple other things that I think are worth talking about. I was scrolling through Instagram this week and there was a post by a consignor that we've used a lot in the past, DC Sports 87. I still send a lot of my cards there. And the post was about hockey being undervalued. And these two boxes, or a case and a box, I brought up for illustration. Chad, you love baseball. 1978 Topps, a BBCE wrapped case, $48,000. And which rookies are in this case, you might ask? Massive stars, Paul Molitor, Dave Murray, and Ricky's smiling because Alan Trammell's in there.
Yeah.
Yawn.
But would you rather have that case or a single box of 79 Topps hockey where you can chase Mr. Gretzky himself for $46,800?
Give me the hockey, baby.
Hockey?
Give me the hockey.
Yeah.
You know, when I first looked at this was so clear to me. When you just look at the rookie cards, you just threw a wrench in my analysis here, because I just realized that it's one box of hockey versus.
Oh, I know. In an ideal world, that would have been a case to case. But
however, it is still a no question answer that hockey is the right call in this situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did it 2 weeks in a row. This is 2 weeks in a row. He's coming over.
Yeah. No, you just Molitor, Murray, and Trammell.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. Those are the three chase guys. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm pretty sure that's the box that our friend Stu's sister ran over in the parking lot of their card show back east there.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't pay $4.86 for this case, let alone $48,000.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a footrest at the end of your coffee table.
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, that's in the prime of junk, or just heading into junk wax era too.
I know.
Oh.
Not exactly. So bad. So bad is also this next sale, where the second to last one we'll talk about. Literally, I just wrote WTF in the show notes. For $10,000, what do you think you could have gotten here?
I'm not even happy with the photo. Can I start there?
Yeah, it's fine. What is the photo, Ricky?
It's a Honus Wagner T206 Pepe NFT from the Rare Pepe collection. Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
First of all, the top of the card has been cut off in the photo, or else it has a huge centering problem. For an NFT to have a centering problem is absurd.
That's like I edit it.
Yeah, it is. And then
Bad.
there's no originality here. You just threw yourselves on the back of the most iconic baseball card of all time and said, "Oh, I'm done. Here's Rare. Get the hell out of here."
It was a huge meme, Pepe the Frog.
Idiot. Tim,
Stood the test of time. That was minted in 2016, Ricky. It's the year 2022 of our Lord, and he is still all over the internet.
Minted. Don't use that word with this. I looked at this and immediately one clip stood out of my mind. Tim, I sent it to you. Do you have it?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's where you wanted me to play it.
That's where I want you to play it.
The fuck out! And the next person I see juggling, tap dancing, or baton twirling, or doing any other circus-like tricks will join him.
That's what I thought of you when I saw this on the notes, Tim.
Yeah. Tim, do you own a Pepe?
I don't, but I've collected some rare Pepes in a game that you can play on the Discords for the NFTs.
He's making it worse.
I won't do it anymore, Chad. I refuse to do it and ask him what the hell he's talking about.
Don't engage it. Oh, wow.
No, this is actually fascinating because only 101 copies of this existed back in 2016. And this is back when, I don't know, like Bitcoin was like $3 or something silly. And so there's a lot of like crypto wallets that these are stored on that are just gone. Like people didn't care enough to keep them. So like literally in landfills, there's the other 50 copies of this that are just gone. And this is somehow valuable now because
is it in a landfill if it never really existed?
Oh, geez.
Still not fascinating.
Yeah, Hugo, criticize that, baby. That was deep.
Okay,
well,
this next, finish your thought on Pepe, because this next one.
No, I have nothing else to say. We'll just move on.
I might spend this kind of money for something like this.
It's pretty cool. Soccer. Yeah, so we've covered hockey, and now we've got a little soccer bit here. Diego Maradona, his passport, $13,000, and $13,200.
That's pretty cool. It does
so
look like an authentic Argentinian passport.
Yep.
I did it. English. Yeah.
And what's cool about it is, given that he plays the world sport of football, it's chock full of stamps of places he's been. So it's.
Oh, I didn't think of that part.
Yeah, you can actually select some photos below and see some of the stamps that he's accumulated. And that's probably something unique to soccer compared to the other big four, I'll say, sports. How much would you guys pay for a Jordan or Donovan Mitchell passport?
I bet I'd go close to 5 figures. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's very unique, right?
Is it
it's 101.
It is creepy.
Yeah, it is.
It is cool. If you want a connection, right? We always talk about autos give you, or the patch give you a connection to the player wearing it in a game or signing it, holding the card.
Yeah.
You can't get more of a connection than a passport.
There's probably fingerprints on it.
It's cooler than a Pepe.
Yeah.
100 times cooler.
That's probably true.
Well, Tim, these were good finds from Goldin Auction. That was good.
Yeah. Stuff you don't hear talked about all that often. But yeah.
What's their website? Goldin, GOLDIN.co.
Yeah. Yeah. .co. Yep.
So check them out. Might be worth something to at least browse, if not seriously look at to buy.